All right, I'm with the Seaforth girls volleyball team. On the left here, I got head coach Scott Green. In the middle, Abigail Valgus, and on the right, Allie Forbes. Guys, a big dominating win, first game of the season. Coach, I want to start with just how would you evaluate your team, first game of the year, and how they came out today?
I thought they played very well. They were ready to play, been practicing, hard, and we're ready to play someone else besides ourselves. So we came out here, we served very, very well. That's going to get us a lot of free balls. We passed well, hit well, and we did all the fundamentals well. And that's going to usually spell out a victory, and that's what it did tonight.
Yeah, and Abigail, Allie, coach just said that you guys are excited to play someone else.
Yes.
After, I know you got scrimmage last week, but finally real game tonight. So just what was the feelings like, the mindset coming into this game, and also what's the mindset coming into the season for you guys?
For this game, definitely like Northwood, it's our big rival. So coming in with a bunch of energy and just enthusiasm, doing what we've been working on in practice, throwing a couple different lineups, just kind of getting the feel of things, getting ready for the season. And then just overall for this whole season, I think we're just really excited. We have something to prove, and yeah, just looking forward to get started.
Yeah, I feel like Abigail said, obviously this game was super fun for us, kind of got to try different things out, but this overall season, we've fallen short the past 2 years by a couple points or a set, and I feel like we're just really hungry to get after it and get more. I feel like we're still such a great group. We've gotten lucky to keep so many players, and I think it's just super great to have a culture like that and be ready to win.
Yeah, and I want to ask you guys, it's senior year for you guys last year here at Seaforth. So what are some things you guys have added to your games going into the season, and kind of what are the personal goals you guys have as seniors with this team?
I think my personal goal was always to leave it better than you found it. I feel and that kind of goes for a program. So I feel ending this, obviously our goal is to win a state championship just like every season. But I feel this year is just super important because we know what it feels like to fall short so many times. I just think it's really important, and we've kind of already introduced that to the new girls or the younger girls coming in. That this is our standard, this is our culture, this is what we're gonna do. So.
Yeah, I think definitely with our team, definitely having a bunch of younger girls, it's very important to let them kind of know how we do our drills around here, how we get to practice early, do all the small things. And I think obviously my goal is to win the state championship. Like Allie said, falling short the past 2 years, definitely feel some type of way, and we know we're able to do it. We have the players, we have the coaches, so I think really just pushing through this year and getting that win.
Yeah, and Coach, you coming in this year, you're down some big players from last year like Naomi and Josie, of course, graduated and moving on to college. So who are the younger girls you are expecting to come in, have a big year, and kind of put themselves on the map here at Seaforth?
Abigail's sister Isabel is an outstanding libero, and she's gotten national attention and been invited to a couple of national team development camps. So we've got high expectations of her, but every time, at least from my personal standpoint, when I see her on the court, she just performs 100%, over the top every single time. So we can count on her to come out and play that way every time. We got a couple other younger girls, and we had some incoming freshmen that impressed us. So we've added them to the roster, and we're going to see what they can do as well.
Gotcha. And who are those freshmen that you're looking forward to?
There's Amira Leonard, and there's Rachel Wong.
Yeah. And when I ask the seniors, what you've seen from the younger group, just what do you like that they add to this team, and what are you most looking forward to from seeing out of them this season?
I feel all of them are really competitive, and I feel that fits in really well with our culture, and they just bring a lot of energy. Because obviously we all have something to prove, but being younger, they have just that extra drive in them, and I think that's super important, and that's just super fun to play with every day.
Yeah, I think even at the beginning, right at tryouts, we noticed those who really stuck out. It's easy coming in as a freshman and being kind of nervous, just playing down or just scared. But those two really just stepped out of their shell. They did amazing at tryouts, and they've been performing really well in practice. I think that's really just what shows how they're really here to win as well, and trying to do what's best for the team.
Yeah, and all three can answer this one. As a lot of teams, especially when they're coming off state championship or some sustained success. Coming into this year, you guys, like we said, back-to-back state championship appearances. Did this offseason and coming into this year kind of have a similar feeling to these past 2 years, or is it a little bit of a special feeling that you guys have that, hey, this team could once again get back there and maybe get it done this time?
I think initially we weren't as sure, but as we move along and get used to playing with each other, it becomes more of a thing that we think maybe we could accomplish something special this season.
Yeah, I would say even just like in these couple of games, like it's really shown like how good our chemistry is. And even though we have like a couple new players here and there, I think we're already like molding together very well. And as it is me and Allie's like senior year, that makes us want it even more. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that we've, like Abigail said, I think that we molded all really well together. I feel like we've kind of had, like other years, we just haven't really connected as well, but I feel like these past couple of years, or past couple of games, we've connected really well. I think that everybody has that drive in them and competitiveness that, like, we've been there and we can do it, we're so close. And I feel like even the younger girls know that, like, they know coming in, like, they kind of feel like they lost too because they've been a part of this culture so far.
Gotcha.
We've seen you develop and grow over the last few years. Each one of you, what have you seen the biggest improvement of your teammates standing right next to you?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say Allie's always been a really good leader for the team, but definitely this year I think she's just being like a great role model for those younger girls, with some of them being the same position as her, like Amira, for example, being the outside right side position. I think Allie's doing a really good job just being someone that they can look up to and like ask her for questions. Even like the JV girls, she helps out with them all the time. So just I would say overall her being a bigger leader and role model for the girls.
I think like with Abigail, it's really helpful for like a lot of these young girls to look up to her because she's played any position that we've needed her to play to like be able to win a game. Like obviously last year she was a setter and Josie had to move to be an outside also, and she just stepped right in and ran the 5-1. And like her sophomore year, she was literally a middle, and she carried us through the whole entire postseason. So I feel like these younger girls are like so set on one position, and she's just always like been someone they can look to and be like, you just play what you can to like make your team win. I think that's super great.
That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.